from UFO Fest in McMinnville, Oregon.
Yeah, we feel a little lost without our buddy Dundas here, but Crooks and I are coming. I don't know, about an hour ago, we were at Corbell and Knapp's presentation. And Crooks, can you tell us who the special guest was tonight? We got some breaking news for y'all.
Well, I got to say, Jeremy Corbell, George Knapp, two titans of the industry. To see these guys in the flesh, we were in the fourth row. Actually, I walked up a little bit closer. I saw them really close. Super nice guys, full of energy. These guys had the packed auditorium like on their feet, ready to rip and roar. And they introduced the famous whistleblower, Mr. Dylan Borland.
Yeah, and right before the show, I had to narrow down, right, Crooks, to was it Borland and the Jeff Nucatelli guy. I'm like, all right, I'm going with Borland, and it was Dylan Borland. There was quite a bit of build up to it.
Yeah, but when they announced his name, the house went crazy. Huge applause because, just like any whistleblower, this guy, the sacrifices these folks make when they come forward to tell their story, like they're putting their whole life as they knew it is the window. It's new territory moving forward.
Yeah, the build-up was pretty intense. When you say Crooks, like they built it up, and he's like, I'm gonna ask some questions, but before that, they kind of laid the groundwork of like, how do you grist them on motorcycles? They're like, well, how do you basically answer no to a question that I get in trouble? And it's the famous, I can neither confirm nor deny, correct? And so, Crooks, can we go through some of the questions that they asked Borland? He looked super nervous.
Yeah, he did. Like his body language, I wouldn't call it shaking ever, but there was a little tremble in his wrist holding the microphone. You could tell that this was raw, real information. Like his life is on the line if he answers something incorrectly. He might end up in jail for it. So there was tension. It was real. It was raw. It was incredible to see firsthand. But,
yeah. So the first one was. Remind me.
Well, we're talking about the alleged drawings that he.
Yeah.
He was. Corbell somehow had been given information from the government that Borland had supplied some drawings during some testimony in an interview. He's like, I know what they told me you did. I'm going to repeat what they told me, and you can say yes or no. Did this happen?
Yeah.
Did you draw a picture of a triangular craft that you allegedly witnessed on a Langley Air Force Base in Virginia?
Yeah,
what kind of answer did he have to give?
Well, that one was on a previous. I think that one was on a previous show, I think. Okay. But then he talked about, but wasn't the other one like a pyramid-shaped power source, right?
Yeah. What does that even look like? I guess there's no way to describe it except to sketch it out. And allegedly, he sketched out a picture of a triangular pyramid-shaped power source.
So he said, I can neither confirm nor deny.
But if I'm granted amnesty from the government, I'll absolutely answer that question.
yeah. It was pretty intense. And so, but the first one we thought was a joke was, have you been a part of something like Project Rubik's Cube?
That's what the first one was, you're right.
Yeah, Rubik's Cube.
And we thought that might have been like a fake, like project or whatever, like just to get him to obviously say no, but he's like, I cannot confirm and I cannot deny. Again, if you provide me amnesty, I'd gladly answer that question.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then a hieroglyph on the pyramid shape, and then there one where he said no, and that was to
something that was made up to see if they would say yes.
What was that last?
Can you draw what a sensor emitter, some kind of giant contraption, what that would look like?
And he's like,
I don't even know where you'd start. What does that even look like?
Yeah. So just a little bit of breaking news. They saved it for UFO Fest, so it felt pretty special. It was pretty inspirational. The Q&A session, the guy came forward, and that was pretty emotional. He was like, hey, thank you so much. And it was special. But anyway, this is our first live live broadcast. Just testing the waters here.
Yeah, Pat, I'm sure you'll be watching this, and I wish you were standing right here with us, but it's just night one of UFO Fest.
Yeah.
We got a whole nother day Saturday to do.
Yeah. Oh, we should have got. We saw ET, Pat. And
Yeah,
then we saw ET was dating who?
ET was dating Alf. We just saw him over there embracing in a big hug and a kiss. So, wish you were here. We're going to be all together in 2 weeks at Contact in the Desert.
Yeah.
But
We got new camera equipment, but we don't know how to work it yet. We're on a cell phone right now.
Friday night, UFO Fest. We still got Saturday, so you may see us again tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, ETU Crew.
Sign up. Beam me up. Oh my gosh.
Pat was watching